One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will go on the attack first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Pulls it in. It's Griffin. At the 40, there he goes. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Line gets set, first down. Smith wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Griffin. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another first down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
7, Maryland, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Terrapins offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This offense has it with really good field position. Smith dropping to pass. That's caught. It's Griffin. There he goes. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking downfield on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. And off to Jones. Powers through the defender. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The defense putting points on the board.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
24, Maryland, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Let's go. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Floating away. And it's slipped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
He leaves it with the back. Turning. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Badgers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The score, Wisconsin, 31, Maryland, 0.
Here he comes with the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys, understanding I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
Makes the catch. It's Manning. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun. Wants to pass. Sends it downfield. He's got it on the right. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second.
Let's go.
So after the break, they'll go back to work.
White 29.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! Special teams proving to be special.
Wisconsin.
That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've cleared.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Nice move to keep running. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. Hit as he throws. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field.
Cooler! Cooler! Cooler!
Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
With the catch, it's Jones. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10.
Line, trumpet!
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hilton.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the gun, the ground game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Brought down on play at the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Banner!
Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picked off to stop the threat.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
He'll do it himself. Finding an escape route.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Pace, 27.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got his man on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Trick 9, beat.
They're testing the right side here. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
They'll run it from the gun. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Badger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 18 to Notre Dame. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And off to Jones. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Washington. Makes the grab, it's Webb. Still running at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The short hands, it's Webb. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Terrapins will hustle to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
Timeout.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Smith dropping to pass. He's going to run it. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
And the Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Made a defender miss. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Wisconsin.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacked on the extra point.
52, Maryland, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Finds his tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Gain of 3. Brings up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Here we go, sack.
And off to Jones. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
It's complete on the right side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great, and this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badgers.
Touchdown.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Maryland, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Flips it out on the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Switch it, switch it.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed on the outside, it's Webb. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. And off to Jones. Fighting off the defender. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Terrapins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to power it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's on the loose. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. A great catch and run for 6.
Number 7.
They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Wants to throw. It's Locklear. With the catch, it's Humphrey. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Quick release. pass on the RPO. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. They bring the punter onto the field now. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Wisconsin offense will take over.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. And this young signal caller is playing well beyond his years. He's been elite in every aspect. He's thrown the ball on time. He's made big plays down the field. He's punched it in when they've gotten opportunities. You just couldn't ask for anything more. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Plows through the defense. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Smith wants to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. It looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Locklear. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This freshman behind center has certainly lived up to billing so far. breaks into the open. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Catch in the middle. It's Griffin. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence, and David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation